Doing well though. To be on the bubble after I said it.
We'll try and get an announcement of when the next tournament is as well for you guys.
Right.
Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to be starting the next round in a moment. We got Mitchell Lonnen on the left, who's going to be running
Geargia.
and Darren running H.A.T. Ready. So we're going to be kicking off round 6 here.
Darren's build is very similar to the one that took US Nationals.
Okay.
I think he's only playing one Trap Trick Strapple Nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
but he is main decking a level chain. So he can start second DNR.
That'll be fun. That will be fun. So yeah, just to answer player's question again, the tournaments, they are every 3 weeks to every month, once a month. We try to have it as regular as possible here. Do follow us. We'll try and always let you guys know when we are streaming as well. If and when it becomes more popular, we might try and get some more going as well. But for now, we're on the final round of Swiss. Darren against Mitch. Just shuffling up there, making sure everything's in place. Darren, move your deck box out of the way. Orange one.
I definitely think Darren is favoured in this matchup, though.
I think so. H.A.T's got a good matchup against Geargia, but
Geargia lost a lot of its consistency, especially
the thing is,
the main Gear going.
The thing is, one gear goes off, that you win. If he draws that and he goes off, he's pretty much won.
The problem is, like, Darren can still interact with him, even when he gears.
Exactly, and that's a big thing there.
Which is the problem. Like, you really needed like gear plus stuff.
Something.
And now you may not even have the gear.
So Mitch goes first. He's set 2, but Darren's taking his turn now.
No surprise.
And he's having a Trap Tricks.
DNR.
So that's how much?
17.
17 damage. Putting Mitch at 6-3.
Not the best start Darren could have hoped for, but
it's better than nothing. And he's got some early damage, which is good.
Like
he's set 4.
If he's got the Sanctum, because Mitchell doesn't have the armor, which is not even worse.
He didn't activate anything.
Oh, there's a Mimolo.
Murmalo's out. Is
that breakthrough skill?
Breakthrough the Murmalo. He's scared about the nightmares.
But this is where
1-8, is it?
That's 1-6 plus 1-7, so 3-3. So he's at 3,000 already.
1,000 on his first.
And is Darren gonna just passes? So he's
interesting.
So he's just quite content with.
So here comes a Geargia.
Having lethal on the board.
Is that a Geargia? Is that Mark 2?
That's Mark 2, so it's going to use its effect. I presume he's going to use its effect.
Or attempt to. Darren, has he got a response?
I wouldn't think he'd have a response. Like, I think
Not
you just
yet.
wait. I think you just wait until the effect resolves.
Yeah, exactly, and then decide.
And then he's probably got a Sanctum.
He should do. But no, he's letting that resolve, I think.
But the problem is, like, as we found out at American Nationals, that Needless Healing could be a card. And that could end up destroying everything. Oh, just going for the Sanctum straight away.
Psych Master Ash coming to Newcastle in September. Look forward to having you join us. But Sanctum. He decides to play Sanctum.
Beagle Tack.
Interesting choice.
And then the Beagle Tack's going to resolve and target Morale Tack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Using the effective breakthrough skill there.
Yeah.
I think Darren may have misplayed a little bit there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have done.
I was saying, like, I don't know why you just didn't wait.
Should probably wait at this point to do it. Like once he exceeds.
Like now he's just got a dead Beagle Tack.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Solar Silver Mountain as well? Yeah.
That is. That's gonna knock a couple of cards, unfortunately.
Darren is definitely making mistakes here.
Darren's is probably a little bit on the back foot now. He had a great start, but
He's got to have a finishing.
we hope. Oh,
Trap trick trap hole nightmare.
that was just what he needed.
Yeah.
That's the perfect answer to it.
Mitchell didn't really use its effect.
Not sure what it does. Just double checking.
It's
But yeah, trap trick trap hole.
could have a wiretap. It's unlikely since the
Does it?
format's changed, but
No. So he loses Solar Silver. So Darren's
Well,
still in the his slight misplay seemed to maybe he was part of his plan to bait out that
the call.
oh, calls it back.
I wouldn't have thought it was part of his plan.
It
Like,
might have been to bait out that breakthrough so that he's safe for his future effects there. If he's got another Sanctum, he could potentially
no,
moral attack that.
I don't think he's got another.
I don't think he has either.
He's got a
but
morale attack set. This one,
Mhm.
it's just which one is it?
Yeah. This should be an
Lava.
Honorarch play.
It'll be a level chain, I would think.
You reckon rather than a Honorarch?
Like he could have drew a Sanctum this time. Like,
Well, Honorarch would be game though, wouldn't it?
No, because he's already attacked.
All right.
And it
Well,
would,
no, this is Darren's turn though. He hasn't.
it is Darren's turn.
So an Honorarch should be game, shouldn't it?
No, he's attacked.
All right.
And
Yeah.
then call the Haunted Tavern.
Yeah. My bad. Not keeping up with it.
So he could either go Lava Chain on a rock, but it's not great
Mhm.
if he goes on a rock. Because
Yeah.
he could get on a rock straight back.
Yeah. In this situation, it's not the best.
And Lava Chain at best trades with the soul, and he doesn't get the effect.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's obviously got the potential to have another card in hand,
Yeah.
like an artifact ignition. But like I don't think he's got. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have ignition.
He shouldn't do. In theory, with that.
Black Ship of Corn.
That's an interesting choice there.
It's not the worst play.
He'll get with that 1,000. Oh, it
What
got
was that?
blackhorned.
Black Corn.
The black ship got blackhorned.
Now Mitchell's gonna have a problem getting past that Beagle Talk.
Yeah. Big old thing.
Oh, he had the DNR in hand.
Ooh.
That is gonna be
That's gonna be
very,
very-
good for him.
That's very
And
big.
Mimolo comes back and destroys the face down. And then he goes in on
Now he can Honorarch it and it's perfect. Oh! But Book of Moon.
This is also not good for Darren.
That's it's swings and roundabouts here. Literally going back
He
and
needs-
forth.
He needs to have a Sanctum.
I'm not sure how many cards Mitch has got in hand. I think he's top decking.
It's a couple, I think. He doesn't have many.
It'll be interesting what happens
Like, and
here.
Darren's hand's on the board.
Yep. But for Darren, that's not the worst thing. That's where he wants to be.
And
Oh,
and he drew the
Arsenal.
Arsenal eventually. So the Solar Stone Man can attack over the Mimolo,
Mm-hmm.
and the Arsenal can attack over the DNR.
So you can get over what's on there. Question is, what's those back row? What is those back row?
There's a Sanctum. But if he shouldn't care about armor at this stage.
Armor's irrelevant. He'd want
He-
to wait till there's a
He-
Arsenal even. He should probably wait till the armor's out.
oh, does he have
Another
two
beam.
morale attacks? He must have two morale attacks set. Oh no, he's only got one. Alright, I was gonna say like
Ooh.
very, very weird. Like now,
Now what's he gonna do though?
well he can just get the Arsenal back off the soul.
Exactly. That's the
Which-
problem. I don't think Darren thought that through fully.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, fiendish stat. Okay. He's banking on that fiendish
I
stain.
still don't know why you care about the Arsenal.
But it looks like Mitch has scooped up.
I think he's just overvaluing Mitchell's cards at the moment.
He is definitely.
Like you shouldn't be too scared of what was on the board and just wait it out and bait. Like he baited the Blackhorn well though, with the
Yes.
Black Ship of Corn.
Yes, he did.
Like it was irrelevant rank 4. He's opening a pack on camera. Show it to the camera. Johnny, tell him to show it to the camera what he pulled. Ask him what he pulled. Show it to the camera. What he pulled out of his pack. Alright?
Bear with us a second here.
Pulled the pipe.
Let's put it on the stream, lads. Put it on the stream. Look what we just won.
Sorry about this, guys. We're having a few technical difficulties, and it's not even the camera this time; it's the mouse, which is a little bit awkward. But they're just siding out there. But yeah, game one looked like Darren was solidly in control there. Although it looked like it was going back and forth there.
He started throwing away cards that he didn't need to. That was a problem. He could have just like sat and waited.
Yeah, he didn't need to.
Waited, but he was like trying to dictate the play when he didn't need to.
I think he was trying to go too quickly, like
a bit of
win
an
it too quick.
experience. Like,
I think you just need to slow it down a little bit, and he would have been fine throughout that.
Because at the end they could have easily got Exeton United.
Exactly. But
that would have been really
it depends
bad
on
news.
how many cards Mitch had in hand. I don't think he had too many. Susie, don't look at it like that. All the purple and black, Susie's colours there for Shadow Realm. So it looks like we're going to get started on game two.
Mitchell probably take the first play.
I would if I was him.
Geargia has to set up. Again, we saw what happens when you miss Geargia.
Yeah, you
can fall behind very quickly in games. And
yeah, you need it just for that consistency. The three.
Even if your opponent's making slight mistakes, you just don't have the power anymore just to get back in.
That Geargia just swings games so
didn't
quickly.
Open armor, that didn't help either.
Yeah, you want one or the other ideally, but didn't happen.
You want both really.
Both is like perfect, but it doesn't happen. One or the other. Looks like Mitch's gone first. He's set 3 back row, 4 back row.
The armor? He doesn't
No
have the
monster.
armor again.
But is one of them a Gear? Is that
Murmula?
Murmula?
Denier
It's
again.
a Denier. He likes opening with her. He doesn't like the.
Doesn't like playing against bottomless trap hole.
Clearly doesn't.
Gets to attack as well.
Is he going for an attack?
Yeah.
He is.
There's no reason not to.
Mitch is down to 6-6, I believe.
6-3.
6-3. It's 1-7, is it, Denier?
Yeah, Denier's
1-7.
And he sets 4.
Oh.
I think I'd still rather be in Darren's position. And still no Gear.
Darren in a very commanding position there. It's like the old Thunder King set 5, very scary. Mitch passes.
This is
Denier again.
This is not good news. This is the sort of pressure I want to be putting on a Gear player. Force him to make plays he doesn't want to.
I believe Mitch is now on 4-6, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just
Looks like
passes
he's
again.
Passing again. Just keeps passing to Darren, who's done. Oh, this time he drops.
What is that?
What is that he's dropped? I can't even see. I can't even tell what that is.
Can't either. Can you?
Are you able to tell us what that card is on the table Mitch has got? Something that we haven't recognised or seen there. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Can you flash it to the camera so we can see
it?
it?
3,000 guy out of the game. Isn't it?
Right.
Oh
so
no, it's the 300. It's the 3-star guy.
So it's the 3-star guy. No, do you want to just tell us what it does? Because we've never seen it.
Like I've played against it in Cube.
When an opponent declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, change your attack target to this card and proceed to damage calculation.
How big is its defense?
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so no damage, but it can't be.
Damage.
It stops battle damage, and it can't be destroyed by battle. That's looks really powerful in Gear.
It's a 3-star as well, but
3-star.
That only works with the Geargianos. So.
But that's really useful. That's a more 3-star, rank 3 options.
Possible.
Really sorry about this, guys. It's just a card we just were not expecting there. But it looks like Darren wasn't, so he had to check it as well. But pass it back.
It's not something that sees a lot of play.
Exactly. I think he's stuck there because he hasn't got a way to get rid of it just yet.
So 5 cards in his back row, and there's the
So
Sanctum.
So he,
I think this is
is
in
that
Mitchell's
Sanctum?
yeah, I think it's in Mitchell's standby phase, so he's going to go
Yeah.
straight. Well, he
Moral
might have a
attack.
moral attack set, so he could have the go for the Beagle
Beagle
card.
attack. But he
Yeah,
goes for
just-
the moral attack straight away.
So that's probably his good news for Darren, that he's got.
And there's a light mirror. Light mirror is activated. So that's not good news for
Darren
Darren.
is citing his MSTs.
Has he got the MSTs for that?
Oh.
No, but Darren's turn.
Oh, that was at the end of Mitchell's turn.
Yeah. A little bit of a strange one, but
It's just going aggressive when he doesn't need to again.
yeah, I mean, I do get that he was trying to get rid of the monster there,
Like,
but
it's definitely fine if he's gonna just set another back row,
mhm,
but like he's got to have good back row management at this stage in the game.
exactly.
He can't, like, if he's gonna set, he's got to, like.
So
Oh.
he mind controls it. Oh,
That's a level
has
3.
he got a level 3? Does he have a tuner? Has he got something he could do with that?
I don't think he's got anything that goes with that. I think he's
Oh,
just.
he's just going for the attack.
He must have a Call of the Hornet or
So
something.
2-1,
No, he can't have a Call of the
1-7.
Hornet.
2-1 and 1-7, is it?
That's 3A plus an 800.
So that puts it at 800.
So what's he doing? That is very aggressive.
What was the need for it? I've got to question that play.
It's very, very
Because I
strange.
think Mitch has just set an armor. Can Darren make a
the armor's kind
cowboy?
of. It's kind of a problem. Well, he does play cowboy.
Yeah, Karen. If Darren can make a cowboy, he's won here. But
Like, he does have a rank. He does have a level 4 though. Like, he would have
is
played it last turn.
DNI not a level 4?
No, I mean,
Oh
he
yeah, he would have made it last turn, obviously.
does have another level 4. Yeah,
So is that's the
accelerator.
yeah, the car.
This is not good.
Darren's just sitting. I don't know if he's got any way around it. I think he miscalculated how many life points. That was the problem.
Just playing. It's just like he's done it a whole match. He's just played very aggressive.
Yep. When he hasn't needed
And,
to either.
but Mitchell has had no answer for it.
So it's pretty much a stalemate. Darren's desperate to just end it, but Mitchell hanging in there.
If Darren's dribble level 5, he can always just tribute his denier and. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he's got a second denier. So this is
There
going
we
to
go.
be.
Oh, he just dropped the the dark hole in his hand, just showing it there.
Cool.
But all
I
this
don't
should
know what
do.
he would go into really.
Just a cowboy for game. That's enough.
I think. Yeah, there's a cowboy, but
Has
Mitchell's.
he got something? He's got bottomless. Has he got a response to that? He's got to have a trap stun or something.
The Dex deck doesn't play drops them.
But he's got to have some response. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the other thing. And like,
Has he got
he
anything?
needs to have a Book of Moon really.
Does he? He doesn't have anything for the cowboy.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was. Like,
It's crazy.
there's just nothing he could do really.
Ah. I mean, could he not get an
This is the armor,
Adrius?
is it? No,
No, it's
fire
Fire
hands.
Hand.
Oh my.
Could
He's
he not
just
have got-
thrown this game,
Could he not have got an Adrius and popped or something?
and he only had level 4.
All right.
Like if he had the level 5, he could like. He
Yeah,
played
like
Terrace.
didn't he have another like? He probably didn't have another what you call it, artifact sanctum.
He doesn't have anything. Like his
Wow,
back
it's
rows
just
all.
dead.
His back rows are all reactive.
They're all dead back rows.
Like you
And-
could have memory of adversary,
True, but
which would be good against the crazy train.
that light mirror is just wrecking him right now.
It's definitely halting these players.
Oh yeah.
You got to think the bombless is gone now, so
Mhm.
he's got to be scared of Trenchel and possibly Black Hornet.
But but it's an ice hand. What's he worried about? He shouldn't need to worry too much.
Well, he can always play around the hands with Walla.
Yeah. But Mitch is using Mark II's effect there.
Well, he's going to get back the Geargia.
Yeah.
Geargia accelerator. Yeah. And Darren plays a Maxi and draws a card, but
Oh, he pitched Maxi. I didn't see that. But
yeah,
here
but-
comes the.
oh, and he's overlaying with
Yeah.
these.
It's the Soul of
Level
Silver
three.
Mountain, I think. I think this is a poor choice. I think he should have
The
kept
Zen
the.
mains. Black on the Zen
Yeah,
mains.
I think he should have kept that guy out on the field because that was basically keeping him alive.
he
the
can't,
Zen mains
he
wasn't
can't
needed.
overlay with these two. Like, you can't let
You
Darren get
can't.
another card
It's
and
not the
lose your
best
ice
play.
hand.
So far, so good though for Darren. Darren draws. No, that is the actual live points. But so far, so good. Darren's on his turn right now. So obviously, Maxi.
Yeah,
has
but this light
gone.
mirror is definitely locking him out of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He must have like
He hasn't gotten out to it.
he must have a morale tech or sanctum set.
So
I think that's guaranteed.
Dark Hole, if he can
Oh, he
summon
is
any
overlaying.
monster. No, it's Dark
Oh,
Hole.
all right, okay. I could barely see it
Yeah.
there. Chain
Maxi
Maxi. Only hits a morale attack. But that's
It's
really
because
good
of the ice
for.
hand.
That's really good for
Yeah,
Mitchell.
she's drawing one
Mitchell.
off that.
So
Darren only drawing one. That Dark Hole was essentially just a 2-for-1. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it.
he's just hunting for
I
Mimelos.
think, yeah, he's just literally trying to get what he needs. Doesn't look like it's there though.
His Mimelo clashes with Fire Hand, so
Yeah.
keeps it locked down in defense.
Mitch can't afford to bring
Ignition.
Oh. Getting rid of the light mirror, which he finally needed to.
The problem is if Mitchell's got a second light mirror,
So he's setting the burgle attack, was it?
Beagle Tag, yeah. Which says to me that
He's got
he's-
another
he's-
one. I
No,
think.
no. That I think he's just set the morale talk there.
Yeah.
Because he's already been through 2 morale talk.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them only played 2 moral attack, but if he's played beagle attack,
Oh no, this
back
plays
3.
3 morale talk and 2 Beagle
yeah.
talk. This deck, so
Or at least it should do.
no, it definitely does have seen the list.
All right. Okay.
Another
So he's
ignition
activating
talking.
Another ignition.
Okay, so you already had the second morale
Has he
talk set.
got a second light mirror?
It's what he needs at this point in the game. So what's happened here? Oh, he doesn't have a artifact in his deck, so he can't activate the ignition.
Can't activate it. Oh,
That was set, wasn't it?
I believe it was. No, it wasn't.
It
No.
was. He activated the first one, then he set the second one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Susie? Susie? Stop the play for a second.
What's up?
That.
You had artifacts and you can set not in your hand.
No, I played it, but I can't play it.
No, he didn't.
I can't activate it because I've got no artifact.
Yeah, so you activated one. Didn't you have that one set?
No, I've already played one and to get rid of the light mirror, and I set a big attack.
Right, okay. Right, you activate from the hand, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Our bad, stream. We want to make sure that everyone is playing fairly. So it's fine. Darren is playing correctly. He's not cheating like that Danny Jackson who likes to cheat.
Does he?
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
or is
Oh,
she
yeah.
in?
We've got him on camera. haven't we?
Soul Charge.
Oh, Soul Charge is going to be big.
Like, I've got him on camera setting a Garroth, so
We've got him on camera doing a lot of shady stuff.
up for 4.
Going for 4.
But the Bombless is already gone, so
He's pretty safe doing it.
so he really, really doesn't want to see a torrential tribute here.
That would be terrible.
Oh, DD.
The DD
Well,
Crow.
that stops the rank 5, so he doesn't have the torrential.
There's, he still pays for 4 though, right?
Plays for 3.
Okay.
No, he's at 5,000.
My bad. Darren now at 5,000.
And the 2 denier stack for. Maybe it's a 1. No, not 101. Maybe it's a black horn.
Blackhorn
The
will
black
be what he
unicorn.
needs. Yeah, Black Ship is what he needs here.
Definitely missed
that
time for
should win
hand,
it.
so. Yep, there it is.
Black ship.
He wants to hope that Mitchell doesn't have a finish chain
If
or
he
a
does
black
this,
horn.
yeah, if he does, this goes through,
It's
Darren
got,
has
he's
won.
got a finish. Oh, breakthrough skill.
Breakthrough skill.
Even worse.
Oh,
Can't-
Mitch still in it, not giving up. 800 life points.
Well, Mitchell knows that he's got Artifact Nation in hand, so that's one dead card.
He knows that there's probably a moral attack or a set there.
Switches with the fire hand and attacks. He's dead with a Forbidden Lancia. Malcat is that. Malevolent Catastrophe.
It looks like a Malcat.
Wiretap.
Wiretaps that.
I don't think Darren's too upset about that.
I don't think he is. So how much damage does he take? 500, right?
500,
So
yeah.
that puts Mitch down to 300 life points. Destroying the black ship with Fire Hand's effect. So Mitch looking for his ice hand. Just put in defense.
Still has that morale talk as well.
Yep.
So
And another set by Mitch.
he's got a Caller Horn in there.
Mitch has
or
just
draws a
set
Caller
his
Horn in.
entire hand there by the looks of it. So he's got 4 back row and a monster.
Could have drew an armor this turn.
Could have done with an. If it's an armor, that'd be really useful. It could get him back into it.
I haven't seen one yet, so
Yeah, most likely is. Alternatively, he could have just set it just for that added defense.
morale talk attack on the face down. Yep,
It
there's
is
the
an
armor.
armor. It is an
So,
armor.
Search for accelerator. I don't know. Like
There's so many options. You might get the guy that lets you get one from the grave.
could just get an arsenal. It does get the accelerator.
Okay.
If Mitchell's got a Geargia,
Mm-hmm.
maybe there's a chance.
There might well be.
With 300 points is not that much, so
Darren just sets a monster, and Mitchell's turn. So Mitch just taking his time, making sure he's got the right stuff there. Make sure he makes the right plays, which is going to be all important. Sets another card. Probably another armor.
no, accelerator.
You think that's the accelerator
yeah,
this time?
like, unless he drew the armor this turn, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, like
It's one
if
of
I
the
was,
two.
If I was going to attack, I'd be thinking it's an accelerator. Because
Yeah.
obviously you can go accelerator, get back armor, set armor, get accelerator.
You could always.
and that'll buy him a bunch of turns. Oh, it did
No, it
draw a
was
second
another
armor.
So this time you can go accelerator, special accelerator, go crazy.
Well, he'll get the arsenal.
Probably.
To get the Geargia. If he's playing it, obviously.
I think he is.
Yeah.
He must be.
People are playing 2 Mark 2s and 1 normal now. From what
Interesting
I've seen.
choice. I have seen people playing 2 and 2.
I've played 2 and 2 at the end of last format,
Yeah.
but that was because we had 3 Geargia.
But now it's a different ball game.
Exactly.
I think I still want to max out on everything though.
But you need a split, that's the thing. You definitely need a split.
Yeah,
You can't play 3 Mark 2 and no
exactly.
Geargia anymore.
That ice hand causing problems for Darren.
We're in a very stale board state at the moment.
It is.
Mitchell's just surviving and
He's-
Darren's just trying to find the one card that'll just finish
Yep.
the game. But it's not coming.
Mitchell is on life support.
And-
Darren's probably looking to get that Malcat back from the deck.
The problem for Darren is that he's used his black ship of corn and his Giga Cowboy.
Yeah, he's not got very many resources left to get through that.
And he's used all 3 morale tag, I think, and he's got a Beagle tag set.
So what's he got left that actually help him there? Go on.
He's got 3 Mimelos in the deck and 1 Denia.
Yep.
So
What about his extra deck? Any options there that's worthwhile for him?
he's got Pleiades, which would be very good at getting rid of the hands, but then he's got to go through, it's 5 back row?
Yeah.
But, like, the names, I think, covering one of the cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5 back
Yeah,
row by the
that-
looks of it.
So, like, the board state's completely locked down.
Yeah.
He's just the
Something
2-1
to-
attacking over everything, which is what makes his deck so powerful. And there's the accelerator to get back the armor. See, I mean, this is going to buy Mitchell a bunch of turns.
Is Mitchell looking for like that gear? Oh, Call of the
Call the
Haunted.
Haunted. It's normally the artifact player that has the Call of the Haunted, not the Geargia player.
yeah. I think Mitchell might need to look for mind control if he hasn't played it.
Well, Mind Control doesn't really do anything against a 2-1, and then you've got to think
It's
that
the face down?
he's got to play around the hands then.
It's the face down there, that's the question. Oh,
Fiendish.
Fiendish. That's given Darren something to hit into, so he has to overlay. He has to overlay.
I'm sure Darren's very happy about the ice hand getting over it
Yeah.
though. Like, he plays completely in the black corner heaven.
Yeah. But that's the thing,
Mitchell-
Mitch had to overlay there.
He has to have a buyer tap. Yeah, I was going to say. Like,
Oh, he flipped over something.
I-
Oh, that's
if
a
he's
call.
got an accelerator, a second accelerator on hand, like
He has got accelerator in hand, I think.
No, like he set the accelerator. Like
Oh,
he
right,
has
yeah.
he has to have the third one in hand, which is a problem. I don't know why he set the accelerator that time.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a strange decision. But he normally summons the
Arsenal. It's just he
overlay.
doesn't play Geargia, like because you
Doesn't
have
seem
to
that way.
Geargia there.
You think so? Maybe he just forgot it. Maybe he's not aware of that route.
Whatever's happening here is getting black corner heaven though,
Yeah,
Um,
it should be black horn.
or trap trick trap hole.
And that's a gigant.
Yeah, it is a gigant, and you not playing around
That
trap
is-
tricks,
yeah,
and there
we
it
go,
is.
Trap tricks.
Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Like, if he had the Geargia, he should have sacrificed the
Yeah.
Arsenal to go for the Geargia, the special back armor.
Exactly.
To play around bottomless,
Because then,
and then-
he has all of those options still available to
and
him.
then he gets the overlay for a gigant, and then attack over the morale tank,
Exactly.
and not play around, and then play around trap trick trap hole.
Exactly.
But instead, he ended up with just an ice hand instead
Yeah.
of an ice hand
Potentially
plus a
more.
card.
Yeah. Darren must be a bit annoyed seeing that ice hand still there. He's just right at the verge of winning, but not quite.
It's why the hands are so incredibly powerful, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he definitely has an out left in Abyss Dweller, but again, like, there's still Torrential, there's still
Okay.
Finishing.
No worries. Bear with us a second. Hit again. Sorry about the problems there, guys, if you're having issues with the stream. We had a few issues with frame droppage, but we're back now.
So have I missed anything?
Nah, it looks like Darren's just shuffling.
In the tank, thinking about how he's going to win the game.
Darren shuffling there, trying to think of a play.
Options are definitely like
They're limited
deteriorating,
now.
yeah.
He's running out of options.
I-
Mitch is playing that grind game perfectly there.
there is an option of just attacking through the ice hand now that the trap trick trap
He
hole has
might
got the
have
value.
to. He might have to.
Like, you could, like, I don't think he's solemn warning it, so he could just wait until he draws that.
He could, but I think he used that dark hole a little bit too early.
Possibly. It was a very aggressive use of Dark Hole, but that's how Darren's been playing this matchup.
Yeah.
Like-
Good news for fans of Beaky. He's finally overcome the bubble curse he always has. He's X1 and he's looks like he's going into the top 8. Beaky is very happy.
He definitely is in the top 8.
The bubble, the Newcastle curse and the bubble curse. And the bubble curse that he has. 2 curses in one day lifted by Beaky. It's like an exorcism. Back to the game at hand though.
But nothing much has changed. Like he's
Still shuffling his hand, trying
he's
to
still
decide.
very deep in the tank.
Darren's got to make a play. Being very slow here. Darren, he's
Oh,
finally
there
made
we
a
go.
play. Finally made a play, decided to set one and pass.
Decided it wasn't worth going for it this turn.
No.
So
He's probably got a plan there. That's why
he's definitely got 2 hands set. It's just which ones.
Yeah.
Like I would assume he's got an ice hand at the very least. It's just
Yeah.
whether he has the fire hand or the second ice hand.
That's the question.
He's definitely gearing up the
Yeah. Mitch decides to set one. He's
make it a best dweller
he
next
is.
turn.
I think that's the only option he's really got here. That is legitimate and that is left. Darren thinking carefully about his play because it is very important here. It's this point now where he doesn't want to get greedy and just go straight in because he could potentially lose the game here and we're getting close to time. He needs to be patient and play this right.
More than likely, but again, it's
not
how he's
difficult.
been playing this game. Because I mean, even I'm pretty sure he's got the ice hand, so he can.
Yeah.
He can definitely go aggressive with that, but it's just he can't go aggressive with anything else.
Exactly.
Like he's like the Denarios can't. How do you say that?
He's got so. I think so. He's just got.
Can get over the ice hand.
So he slips
It
over
does have the fire hand.
fire hand.
So he's got a fire hand plus an ice hand.
By
Or
the
what I
looks of
read
it.
is an ice hand.
There's
The
the
third armor. Or is that the armor? No, that must be the armor you got back the accelerator, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's still armor number 2.
He's adding another armor there by the looks. Is that another armor?
Can you...
Susie, would you be able to stop the play? What did Mitch add off the armor? Mitch add off the armor.
Yeah, you can't search Geargia
Yeah,
armor.
just double check that. Yeah, you can't search
has
armor
to be
off
accelerator.
armor. So
It's also, sorry.
yeah,
Has to be
So
the
unfortunately can't.
arsenals to get his
yeah,
other armor.
it's the only option he's got there. Had to make sure it was on correctly there. Stream's got a bit quiet there in the chat, but hopefully you guys are still there with us. Still watching. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. So, summoning the Arsenal.
Did he? I think he played a breakthrough skill there.
And he's mind controlling the face down.
Well, he can't make a shockmaster.
I
Oh,
wish
there
he
was
could.
the
There we go,
ice hand. Fiendish
So,
chain.
What's he going to do? Flipping the Fiendish. Well, the Fiendish chain's already been used. So he's going to overlay that for a dweller. Yeah, eliminate the fire hand.
And he gets a 2/2 dweller to attack over the fire hand and the morale
Wow.
attack.
Wow. 2-2.
I am not sure what he was thinking with that Fiendish chain.
Oh, dear. That Fiendish chain was already there. It was always there.
You've got to think that the ice hand's a 19 as well.
2-2. So 17. That'll put
Uh,
that to.
It attacks over for
To
800.
500?
800.
Is it 800?
He attacked over. No, he attacked over fire hand.
Yeah,
600, sorry.
So he's down by 600. Yeah.
That was he attacked over an ice hand. Yeah, you've got to think that if this dweller has 2/2 and ice hand is 1/9,
Yeah.
that is a very fast clock. Like especially considering you can get over the morale attack now with the 2/2 dweller.
Yeah, he's going to get over that moral attack very, very quickly there. Loud noises, Jack. We'll get some of that for you.
So he eventually finds a Mimolo, but I think he's got to take the finish
I
in
think it
here.
might be a bit late.
Has to take the finish in here. Might be the correct time to attack over the ice hand as well, and just say
Just get rid of it. It seems like the back row are dead anyway.
He's running out. He's running out of answers. And what do you take there? The finish in, yeah.
Yeah.
He's put himself in a position where he has to start doing stuff like this.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because Darren was in action
He should still be, like,
in
but
theory, but
the finishing,
Yeah.
he attacks the ice hand,
as he had to.
just so he's.
And
Well,
he hits
that
a
That doesn't
attack.
trigger because it's his turn.
Yep. I don't think it would have done anything. I don't know if he's got any targets left. That's the problem.
And there's the finish. It doesn't have a fire hand left.
He doesn't. Must be in his hand. Darren in a very, very bad state. It's running out of options very quickly.
It's
Mitch
not as
is-
bad as it was last turn, but
It's not, but Mitch has played this beautifully.
The mind control for the ice hand.
That was. He's lucky it was an ice hand. He's very
Oh,
lucky.
it was
an ice hand.
more than likely an ice hand, but
Yeah.
he still had ice hand on his side of the board though. So yeah, there's the finish.
There's the finish.
Then that's attacking.
Ah.
Is that the Forbidden Lance? Oh,
He's
is he just
got-
sacrificing it? Yeah,
Yeah.
just sacrificing it.
Maxi. Maxi off that.
It's weird that it's kind of weird that he's keeping in the maxi sort of at this point.
I don't know why he did that. I think he's just hoping to dig and get something.
Like, he might have
That's what
better
it is.
cards to put in, but
I don't think this is enough though. So duality,
Well,
turn 0.
that is exactly what Darren wants to hear. Time's been called and he's ahead
way
by
ahead.
4,000.
That's a lot of work that
Ju-
Mitch
ju-
has got to do. It's
ju-
down to Mitch now.
Got. Like, you can take the ice hand and wall up, or you can take the Phoenix chain and hope.
He's got a lot of options there.
Um,
This is the best thing for Darren right
I
now.
hope that Mitchell doesn't have any MSTs, which is unlikely. He's sided them in, but
It's the dark holes and stuff then. That's a worry, but Mitch is running out of monsters as well, I think.
But-
I think Mitch is running out of monsters.
He's starting
fast.
to. I can't. Like, I think he's got one accelerator left.
Some
Like,
of the
and
Mark
I think he's got a Mark
2s.
2s, 2 Mark 2s.
So he is running out of resources himself. So in this situation, it's looking better for Darren than it is for Mitch.
Takes the ice hand.
Remember, Darren can still potentially get into that Malcat as well to get rid of those background, just sit and be like,
So if like I think that he sets a fire hand.
Mhm.
So if he can't attack, so he's just got to set the ice hand and pass.
yep,
Well, someone's
Ooh.
Mimolo going for.
that's brave.
Has he played Bombless yet?
That's brave, considering there could have been a torrential.
No, like, I'm pretty
Breakthrough.
sure. We're pretty sure he doesn't have a trencher at this point.
Yeah,
Like, because if he does it, you can always you just wait and just flip the fire hand next to him
Yeah,
and trencher. Then
exactly.
try and
What?
push.
What? He's going for an attack. He's attacking.
Oh, it's
It's
armor.
an armor. Wow, that's that was really brave. I don't think I would have done that personally.
Unless we're missing someone and all the hands in the grave.
Yeah, that's the only thing that he's
But
probably thinking.
getting the Mark II is good.
It's going to give Mitch more time.
It lets him get a Soul Silver Mountain
It'll
next
buy
turn,
him some
possibly.
time, but so that's turn 0.
Still a good position for Darren, though.
Dweller's not back to 17 just yet, DJ Porter. That's an ice hand underneath it.
Yeah, but it's finishing.
Ah, right, yeah. So it is back on 17.
He can beat over it, but
What good would that have done? Is that enough for
wouldn't-
game?
Wouldn't have done anything that turn.
Would that not have been game with moral tag?
Probably, but he must have something.
He's probably worried that there's something
but
there.
Darren should have attacked as well, just to force it.
Because that would have won. Or it would have forced out some background and let him just wait. Darren in a bit of a precarious position.
I wonder if he may not even know that the finishing drops it.
He probably doesn't, and that's why. DJ Porter, you're right there. It probably would have been, depending on what the back row is. So, interesting. Would you have gone for the attack if you were
No,
Darren
I
there?
would have attacked the Bissola.
Yeah,
Every single
every
time.
time. But it's just Darren that hasn't.
It's the fact that he summoned the Mimolo first as well.
Yeah, that was very peculiar there. He didn't need to.
And like, we can't see the graveyard, we can't physically pick it up and check, but like, if he's only seen 2 ice hands and 1 fire hand,
Yeah.
I would be very scared of attacking in that face down there.
Yeah,
even
I would've.
even though there we
And
go.
he's gone for the attack there this time.
Forbidden Lance.
Forbidden Lance.
Yeah.
So Darren loses.
1, 3, 400. 400.
400. So Darren's down to 4,000. It's forced it out at least. That's the important thing for him. So this is turn.
1,
No.
2. Turn 2.
Turn 2, yeah.
So there's only
So
3.
this is on turn
turn
3
three.
now. Mitch's turn.
So this is his penultimate turn. He's got to
Yep.
find a way of dealing 3,800 and put himself in a position where he doesn't lose to an attack.
Evil Kuribo looking for some subtitles, obviously taking the mick out of Sean's accent. It's not that bad. You have not heard AJ. You will not understand AJ. But back to the game. Mitch has
Oh, well, he can't make an
activated
Alucard.
Geargia.
So, yeah, I was going to say Solar Silver Mountain. The
Hunter
Thatchers
go for the 2 there.
not playing around Trap Trick Trap All Nightmare this time.
He
And
knows it's
oh,
gone.
here we go. It's
So that's-
it's work this time, so he takes 200
Wow, puts Darren down to 3
and he gets an armor.
Mitch
Look-
looking to make a comeback. Darren needs to either wall
Switches.
up or
This is the problem though. Like Darren's still very far ahead, and he's-
Darren is very far ahead.
and we know he's got that ice hand in hand as well. So
Is it going to be enough though? Is this enough? Or
So-
can Mitch actually do something and come back from this?
So Solar Silver Mountain's a problem. We've got to think one of Darren's face downs is a Sanctum, because we know he doesn't have any artifacts
that
left
might
in
be the
deck.
one that's been hit by the Solar Silver Mountain.
It could even it could be the I think it's a Dead Ignition plus the
Yeah.
artifact Sanctum that he's
Yeah.
got set, and he's just set an ice hand.
So here's the flip. Can Mitch push through this all?
Yeah, there's the last accelerator. Special summons. So is he going to make a Gigant? Or is he going to make Exiton maybe? Exiton. Oh, no, is that
No,
Emerald?
It's Emerald.
The Gusto Emerald.
Wow, okay. Has he got a Gear set or has he used it?
It's possible he's got a Gear set.
If he has, then this Emerald could
Hey,
be a genius play.
Well, if you put, I think he does. Like, he can put back 2 Mark IIs and
And then he's gone. Oh, but he's not.
he's detaching the accelerator instead.
Yeah, we just had a fighter jet go by the window. Don't know why.
Oh, the Geargiano. Where did Geargiano come from? All right, okay. He did have a Geargiano in deck, and he does have a Gear.
This is going to be interesting.
He does have a Gear. So he's put back a Mark 2, Mark 2, 1, and Arsenal.
Yeah,
But the problem is he's out of space now.
he is out of space, which is unfortunate. Can he do anything about that?
I'm starting to think he had the Geargiano in his. No, he couldn't have, because he normal summoned Arsenal there,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know why he didn't do that earlier.
I'm
when
a
he
little
had
bit
the Gigant.
confused here. He's
Maybe-
run out of space, so if he has that gear, it's not going to be worth it. It's not going to do
And
anything.
He can't have accelerator, so he's just got. Does he draw for Emerald? Like, so he can't have.
This is Mitchell's penultimate turn, isn't it? Or is this his last
This
turn?
is his penultimate turn. No, sorry, this is the last turn.
Yeah.
This is the last turn.
Solemn Warning got hit.
Well, he can't warn him the ice hand, so. So you can attack for 18 plus. Oh, that's 3. That's a draw.
It's a draw. That's
So it's
game.
going to no, it's going to first damage at the moment. Both are 300.
They're both at 300 there.
Does he have a cowboy? If he's got he does have the cowboy,
Got the
and he
cowboy,
wins.
And it's game.
Draw.
It's a draw. Mitchell Lonnen brings it back with the cowboy. Makes it a draw by the looks of it.
Well, that's a way to end the Swiss rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy what's gone on there. Both players on with 1 game each, and that's a draw.
Mitchell stuck at 300 for must have been 10 turns at least.
Most of the duel he was there.
Blackhorn having the black shippercorn
Yeah.
and bottomless trap pulled the cowboy, and that won him the game.
Crazy. I think it's clear that Darren misplayed quite a few times there.
He
It's probably.
wasted all these early
I think
artifact stuff.
he got too greedy, wanted to finish it too quickly, especially after the big damage he was doing early.
especially since he had an artifact, like he was showing there an artifact ignition, and he wasted his Sanctum. I mean, he could have just waited and then Sanctum the light mirror in response as well, and
exactly.
it just takes the game away.
But that was absolutely crazy to see Mitch come back like that.
Oh, we're getting somebody in the booth, or
We can try and get someone in the booth. Do you want to interview them?
I want to have a little walk around first, stretch my legs a bit.
Go for a walk. We'll get Luke in. Luke, come on round. Round the back. So we're gonna get like a